I saw that you picked this up on Facebook,
Yep.
and not 5 minutes later, I was like, "Hey, Justin, if you ever decide you don't need that bike, let me know."
Right.
So, thanks to my good friend Justin, my 30-year search for a Bridgestone XO-1 was complete. In this video, I'll explain what makes the Bridgestone XO-1 such a special bike, and I'll share with you the story of how I made this bike my own. I've owned several Bridgestones over the years, including a RB2, XO4, RBT, CB2, but for some reason the Bridgestone XO-1 was very elusive. Bridgestone made only 1,000 XO-1s in 1992, so they are pretty rare. My fascination with Bridgestone bicycles started in 1992 when I bought my first adult bike, the Bridgestone RB2. One of the reasons I picked the Bridgestone was that it was a road bike with 32 millimeter tires. At the time, almost every other road bike had 25 or 28 millimeter tires, so when I got on that bike with the fatter tires, I was sold. So during the 80s and 90s, Bridgestone Bicycles was run by Grant Peterson, who now runs Rivendell Bicycles. And Grant Peterson is an innovative thinker and prides himself on doing things differently. And that's one of the things that I always loved about Bridgestone Bicycles. One of the things that they did that was unique at the time was develop a detailed catalog that you could get to learn about the bikes. And I still have my catalog from 1992, and that catalog is where I first encountered the Bridgestone XO-1. At the time, the Bridgestone XO-1 was a completely unique bicycle. Mountain bikes had just started to become popular, road bikes were sort of the standard, and this fell right in the middle. We probably today call it a hybrid bike, but at the time, they didn't really have a name for it. The most unique feature about the XO-1 was the mustache handlebars made by Nitto in Japan. The other very unique feature was the crown fork. This fork was specifically designed for a touring bike called the Atlantis, but was used on the XO-1. The catalog describes the fork as the most expensive crown fork in the world. The other unique thing about the XO-1 was that it was designed to handle 26 by 1.6 inch tires, which was very unusual for a bike at that time that was meant to be ridden on the road. Now, I'm not the kind of bicycle collector to actively scour the internet in search of the most pristine example of a bike that I can find. And really what made this find so exciting is that it came through a connection I made with a friend that I met through cycling. So this bike came with a stem that was painted by Keith Anderson. Keith Anderson is a famous custom bicycle painter, so I had to keep the stem. So one of the funnest things about any bicycle build is finding the right parts to make the bike your own. And since this was a frame only and not a mint condition frame, I didn't feel the need to go back to original parts. I really wanted to find parts that I loved that would make this bike my own. I've had in my collection a pristine set of Shimano Dior XT brakes and derailleurs that I've just been sitting on waiting for the perfect bike for them to go on, and this was it. So I really enjoyed being able to finally use these parts, and I really think they helped make the bike pop. Alright, so one of the more controversial parts of this build is probably going to be the handlebar choice. The Bridgestone XO-1, of course, is famous for the mustache handlebars. However, I am just not a fan. I've ridden bikes with those bars on them before, and I don't like the riding position. So I went with the Nitto Albatross bars. I love these bars. They have a bit of a rise and a nice little sweep. I also found some really nice die-comp brakes, big old motorcycle style brakes that I absolutely love. So the riding position and the braking on this bike are exactly what I was looking for. So we're of course going to keep this bike in the shop for everybody to look at, but the main goal with this bike was to make it the best riding bike that we can. We're going to ride this bike around. It's not going to hang on the wall, and that is the best thing about this build. Alright, thank you for watching this video. If you like videos like this, please like and subscribe our channel. Also, if you want to get a complete list of specifications and more photographs of the Bridgestone XO-1, visit ottawabikeandtrail.com on our blog. You'll find the description below. And once again, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.